What's going on, YouTube? It's been a bit since I filmed last, but I figured I'd give a little update on what I've done. I've gotten quite a bit of things done on the Lb7, and I've gotten a few more parts in that we're going to put on it. So I'm going to go over what I've got, and then I'm going to go over what I've done as well. I know I'm still a new channel, but I want to thank the people who are subscribed and who are viewing my videos. It means a lot because I put a lot of work and effort into these trucks, and I'm very meticulous about the work that I do. And quite frankly, I didn't know how much it took or how much time it took to build a YouTube video and actually post it. And it takes me about like 3 to 4 hours. So I want to thank everyone who's watching and subscribing. And I also want to apologize to those who are watching because, like I said, I'm kind of new to this. I'm not really used to filming and doing like little by little filming, doing a little bit. I'm motivated to get things done, and for the most part, as of right now, I'm kind of just going at it, and then I'll take a video of it, after I complete something or something like that, or when I remember to, basically. So today's video is kind of going to have a collaboration of multiple videos for multiple days, either this past week or 2 weeks ago, just from stuff that I've been doing. So like sandblasting the rear end, doing the leaf springs, putting stuff in primer, the rest of the body work, or what I have filmed of the body work, just because I've been going at it. I haven't really taken the time out of my day to drop the tools and take a video of it, so I'm going to pretty much finish that up now and then go over the frame and everything else. And then there is also, I'm going to introduce a new project to the channel. And I know what you're thinking, like, holy crap, you have more projects. This was something that my buddy bought, and I'm going to be helping him with. But as of right now, I'm not going to disclose anything other than that it's a Duramax. That's about it. And I'm going to go over it in a whole separate video. So basically the goal for today is I'm going to finish up the body work on the cab, the rockers and the cab corners. I'm going to be using a fiberglass filler, and then I'm going to do a lightweight filler, and then lastly I'm going to do a glazing putty. And after that it'll be time for sanding it down, and then making sure everything's good to go, no dimples or anything in the filler, and then it'll be time for an epoxy primer and then eventually paint. So after you're done with all your metal work, as you can see, it's all welded up, ready to go. You want to grab an 80 grit piece of sandpaper. Here I just have it's a sticky piece for just an orbital sander, but I'm pretty much just gonna scuff all around here with it, all up in here, just so that the resin has something to bond to, and so that it's clean and there isn't anything that could get underneath it to disrupt the fiberglass. When you're laying the fiberglass, don't worry about filling in this gap here where the cab corner laps the rocker, or this gap here, or right here. All of that will be covered by this stuff, which is your seam sealer. So now that I hit all of my filler surfaces with an 80 grit piece of sandpaper, I'm going to start off with my first coat of filler, which is this fiberglass Tiger Hair by Evercoat. That's about how much fiberglass filler I'm going to be using. Another cool tool to have are these clean sheets. That way when you're done with this filler, you can peel it off, throw it away, start it in a fresh sheet instead of having to clean whatever you're putting your fiberglass on. But I'm going to add the hardener. Rule of thumb is you want to just kind of go one bead across the center, and then when you're mixing it up, you're going to take your squeegee, kind of fold it over, and keep just like pressing it in to your fiberglass. And this goes for all fillers. Obviously it's much easier with holding the pallet and using the squeegee, but since I have a camera in my hand, it's a little bit difficult, but you get the gist of it. So I got all the fiberglass filler on there. As you can see, it's not very pretty. And one thing you'll find is that it is a pain in the butt to spread. It feels like it just wants to keep clumping together. It doesn't want to spread, but that's all right. You just want to get it on there, and then when it hardens, you'll be able to sand it down. And the good stuff, or the good thing about this stuff, is that it's porous. So this isn't your final coat. This is just step one. And this actually reduces the moisture. So as you can see, I kind of skipped ahead of myself. It's gonna be hard to tell, but this green stuff here, this is your second layer of filler. This is your medium filler. It goes over top of the tiger hair, or fiberglass filler, whatever you use. And then after you do that, you're gonna sand it down until it's smooth. So smooth here, smooth there. And you don't want any dimples. As you can see, there's kind of a dimple here, dimple here. So I'm gonna have to go over this again. But these are the other two fillers that I used. So here's the tiger hair, and then here is the lightweight filler. This is just the Evercoat, you can read it. And then there's the glazing putty right there. So the same process applies as the tiger hair. You basically make your circle, however much you need on your sheet or whatever you use, and then you lay a bead of hardener across the center of it, and then you pretty much just, you mix it, and then you continuously kind of press it into each other until it's all blended through to one color, and then you apply it the same way as you do your tiger hair. And after that, or after it's done hardening, then you sand it down flat, and you keep basically going until you get a perfectly smooth surface. And then you want to hit it with your filler primer, which is what I've got here. And after you hit it with your filler primer, you're going to be able to see any imperfections, any spots where the contour kind of changes. You want it all to flow, as you can see, like this. It flows pretty good. Sometimes you'll see it where there's like a sharp edge here, and it'll go like that, and it'll go like that. That means that you have too much filler build up here, and you'll have to sand it down. You may even have to go back and sand down some more of your welds if they're protruding out. Luckily for me, I did not have to, but this is one of those things where you just need to take your time and really look over it, double and triple check everything, because it'll definitely be seen after you throw a base and a clear coat over it. You'll see every little imperfection. So you want to make sure that your body work and the primer and everything looks good before you throw paint on it. And then I've got the rest of the parts that have to be painted for the chassis over here. Just the sway bar, torsion bars, and the traction bars. I still have to strip those and then prime them and paint them. I'm still not exactly sure what color I want to do. I know I was talking about maybe a burnt orange or a metallic teal. We'll see though. And then I'm also going to go ahead and sandblast the rear axle. I got it all stripped out. The carrier's out of it. The actual axles are out of it. The hubs are off. I unbolted the caliper brackets with the backing plates and all that. I'm going to have to go ahead and go over these welds here for the track bars. As you can see, they're kind of ugly. Whoever had it before me didn't do a super amazing job, but I'm going to go ahead and touch that up after it's all blasted. I've got the leaf springs here. They're already separated. As you can see, I already have, these are actually off of a previous truck that I built, but these are polyurethane bushings. I already melted and drilled the old ones out. Super pain in the butt, but definitely worth putting the new ones in. And then I have new isolators in them already, which I'm gonna have to pull out before I sandblast. And then I have new isolators for here coming in soon. So since today's nice out, and it's probably the last nice day of the year, I'm gonna go ahead and sandblast each and every one of these.